I wonder what Jesper Sorensen, who's only been in charge for 6 months, and he has the Vancouver Whitecaps on the precipice of probably the biggest achievement in club history. Is that too far of a stretch to say? I mean, we're talking about big matches, right? For LAFC, most important matches. This is probably right up there for Vancouver Whitecaps as well. The CONCACAF Champions Cup final. Cruz Azul is hosting the Vancouver Whitecaps, who, I mean, have been incredible.
On fire.
in both in this competition and domestically in MLS, just been next level. That game's going to be Sunday at 9 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I guess the big note for Vancouver, and Chuck, I'm going to start with you on this one, is that Sebastian Berhalter, who was excellent against Inter Miami in the semifinals and has just been excellent throughout the season, hence his call up to the U.S. men's national team, is suspended for the final. Yeah. He got his third yellow card in like 17 games, and apparently that I think that yellow card rule is stupid. You know, I mean, if you got 2 yellows like in 2 consecutive semifinal games, or you got maybe let's throw the quarterfinals in there, and you get 3, let's say 3 yellows in 4 game span. All right, maybe you have to sit out for the final, but I still think it's a dumb rule, or should be reset when you go into. You want to see your best players playing in a final. I don't care if that helps Cruz Azul as well. Let's just get all the best players playing against each other, so there's no asterisks. Oh well, we didn't have this player or that player because of suspension. That is a dumb rule. But how are you feeling about this game, Chuck?
You know, it's hard to count out Vancouver after the performances that we've seen over the course of this run. So I think Vancouver have a really good shot. I mean, their confidence is flying high. They have a great identity. I think when you look at how this team has been built, Brian White is the perfect guy up top. His movement, he's serviceable. And then everyone else around him, they work their butts off, both getting in behind the ball, but also the press. I think they're good on set pieces. It's almost like you can check every box when you watch this Vancouver side. So Tristan Blackman has been a revelation this season, playing next to Veselinovic. So if you look at those two from front to back, they have a strong spine. I'm not counting out Vancouver. I don't think they're favorites.
Nor should you. Yeah.
Right. But I think this will be a tight game.
Yeah. And I wonder what Jesper Sorensen, who's only been in charge for 6 months, and he has the Vancouver Whitecaps on the precipice of probably the biggest achievement in club history. Is that too far of a stretch to say? I mean, we're talking about big matches, right? For LAFC, most important matches. This is probably right up there for Vancouver Whitecaps as well. To remind everybody of their path, they beat Saprissa in round 1, 3-2 over 2 legs. They beat Monterrey, which was very impressive. That was 3-3.
Back to back. Wow.
And then played Pumas in the quarters. That was 3-3. And then they were the better team against Inter Miami.
They steamrolled Inter Miami.
They steamrolled them.
and they flattened them.
It was unreal. And so, yes, without Berhalter, it's going to be a different. Ryan Gall, their captain, might be back from injury. I don't know how many minutes he'll play, but that could be a source of motivation and inspiration to have him back in. He's a very good player. Brian White obviously has been red hot scoring goals. Blackman's been good, chipping in with some big goals as well in this run. And then Pedro Vite, who's got a goal and an assist, or he had a goal and assist over the 2 legs against Inter Miami, is going to be vital in terms of filling in some of the void that Berhalter is going to have. But Cruz Azul, Tones, we don't want to take anything away from them. They've been steamrolling everybody too. In round 1, they beat Real Hope from Haiti. That was 7-0 over 2 legs. They beat the Sounders over 2 legs, 4-1. They beat Club America 2-1 over 2 legs. They beat Tigres 2-1 over 2 legs. And they have the tournament's top scorer in Angel Sepulveda. He's got 7 goals so far, and that's going to be a tough test for Vancouver's defense.
And a couple of MLS connections, right? Mateus Bogus left LAFC. He's there now. He and Georgios Giacomakis, who was at Atlanta United,
that's right,
are both there. And they actually have been rotating. Sepulveda, a really good goal scorer. Jorge Sanchez, people would know from the Mexican national team, of course. Meyer in goal has been with the national team. So they've got some players. Lita right in the middle of the field. Charlie Rodriguez, who plays in the midfield as well. A good side, solid team. Again, saw them all through Leagues Cup. If you were watching that last year, if you don't watch Liga MX, a team really difficult to break down. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this Vancouver side can do. Remember, they rested a couple players last night. You mentioned Vite started on the bench. Tristan Blackman started on the bench. Brian White, Ali Ahmed. So Jesper Sorensen, really had one eye. It was nil. I think it ended 0-0 last night. It was too late. I watched like 60 minutes. Yeah, it ended 0-0 against Minnesota last night. Jesper Sorensen, he couldn't have spoken any more highly about Sebastian Berhalter in our conversation a couple weeks ago, and the work that he does and the relationship with Vite. I'll throw another kid into the mix here because he's been in our youth national team programs for years, kind of went off the grid for a little while, playing, I think, in Norway for a little while and some other places. Emmanuel Sabi. Oh. No, Emmanuel Sabi. You were close.
Freddie Adu.
But yeah, he's actually starting to come on as well. They get. There's no way, you mentioned the teams they beat. There's no way you can count them out of this thing.
Yeah. Bogusz, I just want to get back to Cruz Azul. Is tied for tops in assists in this year's competition in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. And then Ignacio Rivero, he's the captain for Cruz Azul. He's got a 3-game scoring streak. So that needs to be taken into consideration. They've got a lot of weapons, I guess is where we're trying to go with this. Here's the caveat for them. They got knocked out of La Liga in the semifinals against Club America. They actually haven't played a meaningful game in 2 weeks. And I wonder if they're going to lack some of that match sharpness, and if that's an area where Vancouver can come in and be a little bit on top of them. I don't know if I would want Sorensen and his guys to sit back. I don't think they will, but you wonder what the tactics are going to look like. This is going to be a great game as well.
I don't think he will, Jimmy. It's
no.
It's not his DNA. Yeah.
But you never know. Big finals. We've seen even the best managers in the world, Pep Guardiola, do some crazy things that don't always work out. So we'll have to wait and see. 2 massive games. And before I let these 2 go, and for everybody else, and we want you to enjoy your weekend, and we want you to make sure you make time for both of these ones, because we want LAFC to do it. Come on, let's get in there. And we want Vancouver to do it. Come on, let's get in there. What do you think the prediction is going to be, Chuck? I'm coming to you first on both of these games. Club America LAFC and Cruz Azul Vancouver Whitecaps.
Ooh.
Give us some predictions. Let's send everybody off on a nice high. I know what I want to happen, but I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen.
I see a high scoring affair in RSL. Vancouver.
Cruz Azul?
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-2.
In favor of the Caps.
In favor of the Caps, 3-2.
All right. I love it. Okay. I'm picking up on those vibes.
Okay. LAFC
at home.
And Club America at home. Oof. I think it's going to be tighter. I think I'm going to go 2-1. And I'm going to go LAFC 2-1.
2-1. LAFC have only lost once at home all season. That was 1-0 loss to Austin. They had 70% possession that game. They just couldn't find the back of the net. So maybe it wasn't a traditional 1-0 where Austin deserved it, but they got it anyway. Tones, how about you? What are you saying?
You know what I want to say, but I'm going to go with the 2 home sides to win, LAFC and Cruz Azul.
Oh man, breaking hearts of the Whitecaps.
I know.
Maybe it's the reverse jinx.
I just can't go against the Whitecaps. I just can't.
I know. I like them a lot, man. I'm rooting for them because I really like Jesper Sorensen and talked to him, and he's so clear in his message. The players love him. I can't change my mind now, Jimmy. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I get
home
it.
Sides.
I feel like the Whitecaps have. I
hope I'm wrong on the second one, by the way.
They've created a lot of good luck to get themselves into this situation and then earned it against Inter Miami, and they deserve to be in this spot. I wonder if their luck's going to run out, especially because the game is in Mexico. They just can they do it again? I don't know. So I'm with you. I think Cruz Azul could edge it, but I'm pulling for the Caps, of course, and I think LAFC will beat Club America. Oh, look at you! You got to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. So if you want more average to good content, then you know where to go find it. Go peruse our channel, then hit like, then hit subscribe, and of course, turn on your notifications so that you never miss a show. We'll see you next time.